thought these formations were some new natural thing. It was so beautiful. Then I found out about HAARP. HAARP, High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, is a high-power, high-frequency transmitter used for study of the ionosphere. If chemtrails are the canvas, HAARP is the brush. You can see the effect. While so much is not known about SAIs and HAARP, what we do know is about Project Cloverleaf, which is a joint U.S.-Canadian military operation whose purpose is to seed multiple atmospheric weather and climate modification chemicals for purposes of proactive environmental warfare, which was originally motivated by a climate change concern. HAARP is stationed in Gakona, Alaska, and works with other stations around the world. In 2014, it was announced that HAARP would be shut down later that year. Was it? In 2015, it was announced that the facility was transferred to the University of Alaska Fairbanks. HAARP was never closed down, as can be seen in the clouds. There are much more sinister theories of HAARP, if you're interested. So why are they spraying? Well, the official non-conspiracy flavored theory is because of climate change. Scientists wanted to find a way to cool down the Earth according to the global warming theory, and they observed that when volcanoes blow and the ash reaches the stratosphere, it blocks sunlight. Supposedly, the scientists are mimicking this event, hoping the sunlight will bounce off the layer of chemtrail cover and go back into space. It's working. According to some sources, they have succeeded in their attempt to block sunlight getting to the Earth by about 30%. So first, we'll take a brief look at the particulates, the heavy metals and other irritants that are being inhaled or ingested by humans, animals, and plants. Aluminum, strontium, barium, and titanium have been detected as some of the chemicals that are being sprayed. And let me just say this, unless some information about these formations in the sky is forthcoming, from the looks of things, we are literally being bombarded with toxic, even neurologically damaging substances. For this webinar, I will refer to heavy metals as those forms of metals that are toxic to living things. These metals also exist in nature but pose little threat. For example, aluminum is found naturally in soil, but is chemically bound in such a way that it doesn't negatively affect plant life. Airborne aluminum nanoparticles, however, are very toxic to all life. The strontium that exists in nature is stable, but synthetic strontium is radioactive. Here's what the EPA has to say about strontium-90. See, strontium-90 is chemically similar to calcium and tends to deposit in bone and blood-forming tissue, or bone marrow. Thus, strontium-90 is referred to as a bone seeker. Internal exposure to strontium-90 is linked to bone cancer, cancer of the soft tissue near the bone, and leukemia. Here's a list of additional particulates found in laboratory analyses of water and land samples before and after spraying. We can't go into all of these individually, but I do want to bring out one point about mycoplasma, which is a mutated subviral particle. It lacks cell walls, which makes it resistant to antibiotics. Mycoplasma has been said to be present in most diseases today and underlies most emergency room visits. It's not the flu and there's no fever, but there are other flu-like symptoms. And a note about fungi, which have also been detected. Falling blood temperatures accompanying symptoms of an intense yet flu is a classic sign of a chronic fungal infection. Fungus signals its presence in our bodies as sharp joint pain, sudden extreme fatigue, sudden dizziness, mental confusion, and short-term memory loss. And if the immune system is less than optimal, the overall body pH is acidic, and the cell environment is low in oxygen, we can't fight substances like these.